In today's class, we'll continue working on ACT kind of problems. Uh, Mainly, in today's session, I'll be explaining about area of a rectangle related questions. So let me write that the rules are length times width. Next, perimeter of a rectangle. Perimeter of a rectangle. You know, these rules you learned earlier, just I thought of brushing up once, okay, twice length times width. And also, we'll deal with some questions on square. So, area of a square, it is side times side. Or else you may consider this as side square also. It's one and same. Next, perimeter of a square is 4 times side. So these are the rules. So let's quickly jump to the first question of the day. The first question is, which of the following measurement cannot represent the sides of a triangle? First of all, when we take a triangle and sides are given, the condition is sum of two sides. Sum of two sides. You can take any two sides. Must be greater than the third side. This is the rule. Just imagine that the sides are given is, say, one is 5, one is 4, and the other one is 9. Let me take the longest one, which is 9 units. Okay. And assume that you are constructing a triangle. And next, when you take 5 units, I hope you remember how to construct a triangle. So when you draw it, when you draw an arc, say that it is passing this way. And next one is 4 units. From the other point, usually we draw. You see, this is 4 units and the other one is 5 units and they'll pass this way. Now please notice that it is not forming a triangle, right? So if you want, you may take a compass and you can experiment. So if the sum of two sides is equal to the third side, then you cannot get, even if it is less also. Always it should be greater. Now, let's consider the first case, 7 and 8. The short 7 plus 8, that gives me 15. And is it greater than the third side? Means the answer is no. Okay. Then 12, 13 and 26. Let me take the short sides, 12 and 13. That gives me 25. And is it greater than 26? Means no. 10 and 14, which are the short sides, and 25 is the longest side. So 10 plus 14, is it greater than 25? No. 3, 5, 6. Then 3, 5. So 3 and 5 are added. These are the shortest sides. Is it greater than 6? Means yes, it is. Let's check the last one. 2, 3, 4. 2 and 3 are the two shortest sides. Is it greater than 4? Means this also yes. Now we have two options. Which one to be chosen? Which one to choose? Let me take the eraser. Okay, let me take the eraser part quickly. Okay. Then we have to double check which is the right answer. I see that there are two options because 2 plus 3 that is greater than 4, 3 plus 5 that is also greater than 6. Then you have to swap the values and check. This one I am taking. So let me take 3 and 6. Is it greater than, see, I'm taking 3 and 6. Is it greater than 5? Yes, it is. So I checked 3 and 5, 3 and 6. Now let me take 5 and 6. Is it greater than 3 means yes. So you have to check all the combinations. I checked 3 and 5. Is it greater than the third side? Yes. I checked 3 and 6. Is it greater than the third side? Yes. 5 and 6. Is it greater than the third side? Now let's take the another combination, that is 2, 3 and 4. Then let me check. 2 and 4. Is it greater than 3? Yes. Then 2, 3, 2, 4. 3 plus 4. Is it greater than the other side means yes. So now we have two options. Both these options are correct. Okay. Now questions on this place. Okay. The height h of a triangle PQR in the figure is 1/4 of the length of PQ. So here PQ length and height, well, height is this one. There is one golden rule. The rule is if any of the elements are compared with another one, the one which is at later stage, that is to be taken as x. So let me assume that let PQ equals to x units. Okay. And what is the height means? Height equals to, it is given that height of a triangle is, please see that height of a triangle in the figure is means equals to 1/4 length of PQ, 1/4 length of PQ. So 1/4, what is length of PQ means, that is x we thought. Okay. Then what is height means, please notice that height is given as h, right? Therefore 1/4 of height, sorry, 1/4 of x equals to h. Now let's try to find what is the value of x. What is the value of x? I see that 1/4 it is multiplying. So what is the inverse operation means? It is division by 1/4 on both the sides. So the inverse operations, they gets cancelled. Then x equals to, then my apologies, it is division sign. Here I forgot to keep. While dividing, you know that we have to take the reciprocal. That means we have to flip the value. 1/4 becomes as 4/1. So the value of x, or maybe the value of PQ, equals to 4h. Now the question is, what is the area of triangle PQR? You know, area of triangle equals to base times height over 2. So what is base here? I see that base is PQ here, right? So PQ What is height? It is R, whatever the letter may be. Maybe let me take this as H over 2. Now, please notice that the value of PQ, the value of PQ, we found this one as 4H. Therefore, in the place of PQ, you plug in 4H. Then I get that 4H times H over 2. 4H times H times H, that gives me H square divided by 2. So 4 over 2, that gives me 2H square. So that's the area. Of course, we have the option here. Let me repeat again from the beginning. In any question, if two items are given, like height and length of the base are given, whichever comes in the second position, that is to be taken as x. So height equals to 1/4 of x. Then how to isolate x means we have to go for inverse operation. Then I divided, so division, h divided by 1/4. So we have to take the reciprocal. Reciprocal means we have to flip it. I got this is x equals to 4h. Then area is base times height over 2. Then just I plugged in these values. Then I got as 2h square. Okay, questions on this, please. Really quick. You may type your options, your questions in the comment box, please. Okay, let me take you to the next one. Triangle A and triangle B are similar triangles. The perimeter of triangle, first of all, let's try to visualize the given question. There are two triangles. This is the first triangle, let's say the triangle A, and the other one is triangle B. I'm not really sure, just randomly I'm drawing some pictures. Okay. So the perimeter of triangle A is 45. Okay. So perimeter equals to 45. And the length of two of its sides 15 and 10. So this one is 15 inches and the other one is 10 inches. First of all, let's try to find what is the third side of this one. Perimeter means that is the total length of the boundary, of the triangle. So we have to sum up all these three sides. We don't know what is the third side. So we can figure it out. So it is 15 plus 10 plus the third side equals to perimeter is 45. 15 plus 10, that gives me 25. 25 plus x is 45. You can do it easily. This is going to be, you subtract 25 on both these sides, then you'll end up with x is 20, which means this side is 20 units. Okay. And next, coming to the next question, perimeter of the second triangle is 135 inches. 135 inches. And what are the lengths of the two of its sides? My bad. Here, actually, this is not necessary to compute because the question is about two sides. For no reason, I computed the third side. That's fine. My apologies. So let me. Oops. Okay, let me use my eraser. Okay. This is what will happen. We have to read the question completely, but I did not read completely. I thought I need to find the third side also. That will be helpful. Anyhow, this is not. Okay. So, let me assume the corresponding sides as x here and y here. Okay. There is a rule that perimeter of first triangle over perimeter of second triangle equals to the corresponding sides. That means the first one, if I am taking 15 here in the numerator, and in the denominator I have to take the corresponding side, which is x. So let me plug in these values. The first triangle perimeter is given as 45 inches. Therefore, this is going to be 45 over second triangle perimeter is 135 equals to the corresponding sides. Let me plug them in. So it is 15 over x. Now at this point we go for cross multiplication. That gives me 45 times x equals to 15 times 135. You know how to isolate x. We go for inverse operation. The value of x is 45. 3 is 135. Then x is 45. Again, we are going to use the same condition or the rule, which is perimeter of first triangle over perimeter of triangle B equals to, this time I'm taking 10 and y. So the numerator is 10. That is the first triangle, and second one is y. Now the perimeter values, it is 45 over the second triangle perimeter is 135, 10 over y. We go for cross multiplication. So 45 times y, these are multiplied, 135 times 10. Then you know what to do. Division by 45, division by 45. So the value of y is 3 times 10, 30. So this is how we compute this. Okay. Questions on this, please? Any questions? You may type in chat box. Thank you. Okay. So let's quickly go to the next one. Next question is two sides of an isosceles triangle are 20 and 30. What is the difference of largest and the smallest possible perimeters? It's really interesting. Okay, just a moment. Let me be back on. Okay. So let me draw a triangle. There are two possibilities. Let's say that here isosceles triangle means we know that two sides are equal. Suppose if one is 20, another side is also 20, and the third side is 30. This is one possibility. And another possibility is one is 30 and the other side is also 30 and next one is 20. So there are two possibilities, right? We don't know how the triangle is given. What is the difference of the largest and the smallest possible perimeters? So if this is the case, what is the perimeter means? You know that perimeter of a triangle is sum of all the sides, right? So sum of all sides. Due to lack of space, I am not writing completely. Therefore, this one I am computing, which is sum of all sides means 20 plus 20 plus 30. That gives me 70 units, right? And next, coming to the second one, I have to find perimeter of this one too. Due to lack of space, just I am cutting short this one. Perimeter is sum of all the sides. Therefore, 30 plus 20, that gives me 80. Now the question is, what is the difference? What is the difference of largest and the smallest possible perimeters? So I found 70 and 80. What is the difference means? Difference means from the largest number, I have to take away the smallest one. Therefore, from 80, take away 70. Therefore, 10 units. The answer is 10 units is the difference. Any questions on this, please? Please type in comment box. Okay. Triangle ABC has an angle measure as follows. Measure of ABC is 4x plus 3, measure of ACB is 2x plus 6, measure of BAC is 3x. So, first of all, the angle measures are given. I hope you remember that sum of three angles of a triangle equals to 180 degrees. Therefore, these three angles are given as 4x plus 3. This is one angle. Second angle is 2x plus 6. Third angle is 3x. These all together 180. Now let's combine the like terms. 4x and 2x. That gives me 6x. 6x plus 3, that is 9x. Next, constants. Positive 3, positive 6. That gives me 9. Therefore, it is 9x plus 9 equals to 180 degrees. So, you know how to isolate x. Let me take away 9 really quick. So, I'll get to 171. 9x equals to 171. You know how to isolate x. We go for inverse operation. So, x equals to 9 once 9. Then 9 means 8199. So, the value of x is 19. You know, always there'll be a misleading answer. You may think that 19 is the correct answer, but this is not. Because the question says that what is the measure of angle BAC? BAC means this one. What is the measure of BAC? Therefore, you are not asked to find what is the value of x, measure of angle BAC. So, I see that BAC is given as 3x. Therefore, 3 times 19, that gives us 57 degrees. 57. Therefore, the correct answer is this one, and this is the misleading answer. Okay? Okay, it's a simple question. So let's jump to the next one. The base angle of an isosceles triangle is 10, more than twice the vertex angle. What is the vertex angle? Well, so first of all, let's visualize the question. There is an isosceles triangle, which means two sides are equal and two base angles are equal. So two sides equal and two angles are equal. Remember, these angles are called as base angles. This is a base angle, and this is the other base angle. This is the vertical angle or angle of vertex. So the base angle, please remember earlier also I mentioned that if something is compared with another, if two items are compared or two elements are compared, the one which comes in the latter position, this is always to be taken as x, not the first one. Take the second one as x. Therefore, let's say that vertex angle equals to x degrees. Then now read the question. Base angle equals to, base angle is means equal to 10 more, bad, it is 10 more. Therefore more means positive sign, 10 more than twice. Twice means 2 times twice the vertex angle. So twice the vertex angle means 2x. Now we know that base angle is 10 plus 2x, and we know that vertex angle is x, right? Again, I'm going to use this rule, which is sum of three angles. Sum of three angles of a triangle is always 180 degrees. So the base angle here, base angle is 10 plus 2x, and another base angle, this is also 10 plus 2x, and vertical angle, just now we thought in the beginning, that is x degrees, equals to 180. It's always a good habit and good practice to take 1 as coefficient. If there is no number, take 1 as the coefficient. Now let's simplify the like terms. So 2x and 2x, that gives me 4x. 4x and 1x, that gives me 5x. Now coming to constants, 10 here, again 10 here, 10 and 10, 20, that's it. Therefore 10 plus 10 is 20, equals to 180 degrees. Now you know how to isolate the variable, take away, then you get 160 here, 5x is 160, division by 5. So the value of x is, you can make use of calculator, 32. Always read the question. The question is, what is vertex angle? What is vertex angle? We thought vertex angle is x degrees, x degrees. So we found what is the value of x. Therefore, we are done and we found what the vertex angle is. Vertex angle is, it is 32 degrees. Anyhow, it's a straight question. So let me jump to the next one really quick. If the average of two non-congruent angles of an isosceles triangle is 55, which of the following is the measure of one angle of the triangle? Okay, so here this question is slightly different. Let me take an isosceles triangle where two sides are equal and two angles are equal. So non-congruent means which are not equal. Let me assume that one angle is x here, and base angle, the other base angle also will be x, and here the third angle, let me assume this one as y degrees. Okay, now the average Let me write what is the rule for average. Average equals to sum of observations over number of observations. Let me really quickly give an example. Suppose you got in a test 3 out of 5, in another test 5 out of 5. So what is the average means we combine these two, and please notice that we are taking two values, therefore division by 2. So 8 divided by 2, 8 divided by 2. So what is your average score means 4. Okay, maybe another quick example. Let's say that you got 5 in one test, maybe 3 in another test, 3 in another test, and say 4 in another test. Now, how many elements are you taking? 1, 2, 3, 4. So division by 4. In case if you take another test also, then there are 5, then you have to take the denominator 5. This is how we compute the average. Now, going back to the previous one, I see that the average is given as 55 degrees. So let me take 55 degrees. And the average of non-congruent, I see that y and x, these two are non-congruent. That means they are different values. Whereas here x and x, these two are congruent angles, which means same measurement. So non-congruent means I have to take one is x, one is y. Then division by, I see that there are two elements, therefore division by 2. Now let's isolate these variables. The inverse operation is times 2 on both the sides. So I get that x plus y equals to 2 times 55. Make use of calculator, you get 110. Oh my gosh, I see that there are two variables. What is x and what is y? How to do it? Okay. We know that sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Sum of three angles of a triangle is 180. So those angles are x, x and y. Therefore, x plus y equals to 180 degrees. Now, listen carefully. We know that x plus y equals to 110. If I consider this part, and in this place, I am taking 110 degrees. X plus y equals to 110. Does it make sense? Now x plus 110 equals to 180. You know how to isolate x. Take away 110 on both the sides. Then you get that the value of x equals to, 70 degrees. Once when you get the value of x, then it's an easy task. We may take this step again, which is x plus y equals to 110. Let me write it really quick. X plus y equals to 110 degrees. Then x is, just now we got here, 70 degrees. Therefore, 70 plus y equals to 110 degrees. Take away 70. You know how to isolate. So y equals to 40 degrees. Okay. X is 70, y equals to 40. We found both. So whatever the question it may be, then we found both the angles. Now, any questions on this, please? Well, let's quickly jump to the next one. Okay, now we came to the rectangles. The width of a rectangle is a plus b. So let me visualize the question. There is a rectangle. The width is a plus b. A plus B, and length is C. What must be the area? Don't be scared by looking at the options. Area of a rectangle, in the beginning of the lesson, I mentioned that it is length times width. Now, just plug in these values. What is length means it is a plus b multiplied by what is width. My bad. I think I switched these two. My apologies. What is length means this is C. So length is C, and what is width means width is a plus b. A plus b. Simple algebra, you can multiply that C times AC. Or you can write CA, but we write in alphabetical order. C times B, it is CB, but you can write in alphabetical order. Therefore, AC plus BC. So it's a pretty easy one, AC plus BC. Again, quickly I am repeating. Area is length times width. So just plug in these values and multiply, you get the answer. As simple as that. Okay. So let me quickly jump to the next page. The area of rectangle A is 25% larger than rectangle B, and the sides of rectangle A are 10 and 6. What is the area of rectangle B? These type of numbers could be slightly scary, but trust me, it's easy. Let me draw a rectangle. This is rectangle A. Okay, whose length and width are given as 10 units and 6 units. Let me compute what is the area. Area of a rectangle is length times width. Now let me plug in these values. Length is 10 units, width is 6 units. Therefore 10 times 6, that is 60 square units. Okay. Now rectangle A, this is the tricky part, so please be attentive. Let me write that area of rectangle B, area of rectangle A is 25% larger than rectangle B. So this is 25% larger. Can you say that area of rectangle B, area of rectangle B plus 25%? Because area of A is at 25% larger than B. Therefore, let me talk in terms of money. $1 plus 25% means that is $1.25 means it is 1.25. Does it make sense? So 1.25 times area of rectangle B equals to area of rectangle A. Already we computed what is the area of rectangle A. Let me plug in here as 60 units. You know how to isolate a variable? 1.25 times means the inverse operation is division. Therefore, division by 1.25, division by 1.25. So let me grab my calculator. 60 divided by 1.25. 60 divided by 1.25. That's giving me 48. So after the cancellation, you get that area of rectangle B equals to 48 units, which is this one. Okay. As I mentioned before, when you read this one, 25% larger means this one sounds a little difficult. But larger means it is 25% more. You take area of rectangle B plus 25%, that gives you area of rectangle A. But already we computed here as 60 units. Then 25% more means like $1 plus 25% of a dollar means that gives you 1.25. That's the reason I'm taking 1.25. You know how to eliminate this one. The inverse operation is division. Okay, so let's quickly jump to the next one. Give the area of a square with the perimeter is 96 inches. In this question, I see that all the options are given in feet. First of all, perimeter is given as 96 inches. So, perimeter of a square is 4 times side. Now, let me plug in this value 96 inches here. 96 inches is 4 times side. You know how to find the side. So we eliminate 4 by division of 4 on both these sides. Therefore, side equals to 4 to 8, 4, 4, so 24 inches. Now, as I mentioned before, the answers, all the options are given in square feet. So, let me convert inches to feet. You know that there are 12 inches in 1 feet. Therefore, divided by 12 gives me, so 24 divided by 12, that gives me 2. What is the answer I got? That is, side is 2 feet. How simple. The question is find the area of a square equals to side times side. Just now we found this as 2 feet multiplied by 2 feet. So 2 times 2, that gives me 4 square feet. 4 square feet. That's the area of this. Really quick, the last one. The perimeter of a square is equal to twice its area. Oops. So let me write this one. Perimeter of a square is equal to twice 2 times area. What is the length of one of the sides? So first of all, perimeter of a square means that is 4 times side equals to, what is area means, you know that area of a square is side times side. Okay. Do you see anything same on both these sides? Yes, side. You may strike them. That is one option, or else you can say that division by side. When you do that, you are left with 4 equals to twice side. Now you know how to isolate side, like the variable division by 2, you get that side equals to 2 units. When you look at the question, it may appear really difficult, but you write the condition, which is perimeter equals to 2 times the area, and write the formula, then you get the answer. As simple as that. Okay, that's it from me for today's class. See you tomorrow, same time. Bye.